So Jimmy, wish granted, right? Big fight here, top name in the light heavyweight division. Is this exactly what you're hoping for the next step in your career?
Yeah, for sure. This is the fight that I asked for. Even before I got the Johnny Walker fight, I asked the matchmakers for Anthony Smith. So to be given this opportunity, to take this opportunity, I should say, is it's a big step, but it's a small step in the scheme of things.
Was there a particular reason why you wanted Anthony so badly?
Because I feel like a lot of those top guys don't want to fight an up-and-comer. But me and Anthony had a back and forth on social media. It was very respectful. But to me, that showed that he was willing to fight an up-and-comer like myself. And it sort of, to me, it was the highest ranked guy that I thought would fight me, and the biggest challenge of person that I thought would fight me.
Was that the toughest part of being a up-and-comer with a lot of talent and a lot of promise, is getting these big name opportunities? Like Anthony was in here earlier and he said sometimes you have to you're climbing or you're defending your spot, and right now he feels like he has to defend a spot against you.
Yeah, I don't really care what he feels like he has to do. I want to just focus on what I have to do, and it's tough to sort of climb up the rankings, but at the same time, if you're determined and you do the right things, you're going to get there. So these guys sit back and complain that they don't get opportunities and stuff. Well, make one.
Is this the perfect moment for you, right? Like massive card, 3 title fights, first one back in front of a full crowd and everything. Do you feel like this is going to be your breakthrough moment in your career?
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a breakthrough moment of one of many, I hope. And I'm not thinking too much about the moment. I got a job to do. I got to fight Anthony Smith. It's going to be a hell of a challenge. But I'm not thinking about the moment. The moment, I'll enjoy that after I get the job done. I'm here for business and business only.
What do you think this fight looks like?
I'm mauling until I put him away.
Thank you.
Jimmy, back here, far right. How much does it have the mindset, the fact that you're young in this game, so you haven't really experienced much, you're just kind of freestyling with it? How much do you have to be free? He has the pressure on him. You don't have the pressure on you coming Saturday night.
I feel like I think there's pressure on both of us, to be honest. There's a lot of high hopes for me. I'm very well aware of that, but I'm not thinking about it. I'm thinking about fighting Anthony Smith. As far as freestyling my career, I feel like I did that for my first 3 UFC fights, and then after my loss to Misha Serkinov is when everything really tightened up, and I started coming to fights with a plan and understanding of what I have to do. So I don't feel like I'm winging it anymore. I feel like everything's set in stone, and I know exactly what I have to do.
What's something that you added to your game since the last time we saw you? You come off 2 four horns a night, so it's kind of hard to top that.
Yeah, it is, and it's when you start thinking about performance of the nights and stuff. That's when you put too much pressure on yourself. The 2 times that I didn't think about a performance of the night, I ended up going out there and getting them. So for me, it's just about thinking about the game plan. The game plan, I can't not be exciting. I don't know. I've never been in a boring fight in my life, so I don't have to worry about that sort of stuff. I just go out there and I fight. I'm a forward pressure sort of guy. People love it, so that's all I need to. I need to just think about what I've got to do, and all that other stuff will come. If the performance of the night bonus and stuff is supposed to be there, I'll get it. If it's not, I won't.
What's your take when he's talking about he's going to take you into deep waters, that you've never been in deep waters, and that he's eager to be your leader and go into deep waters in the UFC octagon?
Yeah, we'll see about that. It's one thing. If you look at my career and look at my UFC career, it's probably I can understand why he thinks that, but he doesn't understand what I've gone through to get here, and the mountains that I've had to climb to get to where I am today. So I'm not some young bull that he thinks I am. I've been around this game for a very long time, and I understand a lot of things that he thinks I don't.
So kind of pick up back off of Mike for my final question. So will Saturday night be your moment to kind of let people know, I'm here. This is my division with all the upper tier guys being in their 30s. You're only 25. Do you look at this your division in the future, and you're going to send a statement on Saturday night?
Am I the young? I think I'm the youngest in the division. So I'm gonna be here for as long as I want to be here, and I'm gonna just continue doing what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck about these other guys, honestly. I just care about my path and my fight's ahead of me. I don't care about what else. I don't even watch fucking fights anymore. I just do what I'm doing. So that's it.
Hey, Jimmy over here, right, straight across. You guys are opening the pay-per-view portion. Does the placement of your fight on the card mean anything to you? That you guys are gonna be pretty exciting spot to be in.
Yeah, it is exciting for me, but at the same time, I feel like they've put us there because they know it's going to be a good opener. They know it's going to get the crowd hyped for the rest of the main card. So I feel like it's a strategic place that they've put us on the UFC's behalf.
When you watch those fights like him against Glover and Rakic, how much do you, I guess, take note of that, and how much do you actually just compare, like, I'm a different fighter, so I can't necessarily do this and that exactly?
I think it's a bit of both. I leave it up to my coach, Sam, over there. He studies the film. He's done more study of Anthony Smith than I ever have in my life, so for this prep, and he just feeds me the information. I watched it a few times, but as you said, I'm not Glover Teixeira, I'm not Alexander Rakic, I'm Jimmy Crute. So I just got to mould my game plan into my strengths and capitalise on little openings I see from him, but more importantly, the things I'm good at.
Thank you.
Jimmy, Anthony was in here earlier, and he was very complimentary of you, but he said he's faced Roger Gracie, he's fought in Hector Lombardi. He doesn't really see anything that you do.
Hector Lombard, the little roid muncher.
Right. That he doesn't see anything that you do better than what he's already faced in like his 40+ fights. So what do you make of Anthony's skill set in there? If you do have any thoughts?
In terms of his skill set,
Yeah.
so he reckons he hasn't. He's seen everything I've got to offer, but I haven't seen everything he's got to offer.
Well, he's saying that you don't have anything that he hasn't seen before.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He'll see. He's fought guys like me. I think the closest probably fighter he's fought like me was Volkan Oezdemir, power-wise, and Glover Teixeira maybe. But there's just things that I can do that I haven't shown yet. And yeah, he's probably seen guys like me, but he's never seen Jimmy Crute. So in terms of people like him that I've fought, he's probably right. I've probably never fought anyone like him, but I've definitely seen him in the training room. I've definitely watched him. I've definitely experienced it outside of fights. So I know it's all different when you make that walk and it's in the octagon, but I just, as I've said 100 times today, I'm just going to focus on what I've got to do.
And then he had 30+ fights when you made your pro debut, and he had just jumped up to light heavyweight, I think a month before you made your UFC debut. When did Anthony Smith become an opponent you wanted to fight? Was it after he fought John Jones, or were you even aware of him before that?
I first watched Anthony Smith. The first Anthony Smith fight I really took notice of was against Shogun. We were over in Vegas, and I just finished my, was it before or after my Contender Series fight? It was one of them. And,
I think it was the same month.
It was the same week. So it really stuck out to me, being over there and seeing that. And then, I know, any top guy, not just Anthony Smith, any top guy, I want to fight. So, yeah, that's it.
And what do you make of the Jan Blachowicz and Glover Teixeira title fight coming up at the end of the year?
I'm excited for that one. I have so much respect for both those guys, Jan and Glover. I really like Glover, so I'm going to go with Glover just from my heart, but it's definitely can go either way.
Are you still living in a van back
Not
home?
anymore.
Not anymore?
I bought a house.
Why the change?
Because you try living
No thanks.
in a car park for a year straight.
Fair play. And then finally, who do you like in the main event between Usman and Masvidal?
If I was going to put money down, I'd put it on Usman.
Yeah, Jimmy, right here in the front. In recent years, we've seen a rise in talent from Australia and New Zealand. What would you contribute that most to?
I feel like Australia and New Zealand have always had really, really high level kickboxing, and Australia's always had really, really high level jiu-jitsu, but we've never been able to blend it. And I feel like just the sport of evolving and growing, our mix of striking and grappling, and judo in Australia too. Judo's massive in Australia. So our mix of our different sort of styles coming together has sort of done things a little bit differently to the rest of the world, and it's hard to prepare for. Australia has a very specific striking style, whether it be Muay Thai, karate, boxing. It's if you can normally tell when you see an Australian fight, they get in there and they go. So yeah, I feel like we do things a little bit differently.
And what would you say fans should expect for your upcoming bout against Anthony Smith?
What fans should expect? Definitely me getting my hand raised, and a good fight until it's not good for Anthony Smith.
Thanks, Jimmy.
No problem.